Hello everyone, my name is Guanming Gao. Today is May 13, Monday night at 9:30. In this video, we are going to talk about four major tissues in the human body, which is epithelial tissue, nervous tissue, muscle tissue, and connective tissues. Firstly, we're gonna talk about epithelial tissues. Epithelial tissues are sheets of cells covering all surface of the body, exposed to the outside world and lining the outside of the organs. Epithelium also forms much of the glandular tissues of the body. Skin is not the only area of the body exposed to the outside. Other areas include airways, the digestive tissue, the digestive tract, as well as the urinary and the reproductive system. Hollow organs and body cavities that do not connect to the external of the body, which includes blood vessel and serous members, are landed by endothelium, which also is a type of epithelium. Functions and structures. Epithelium tissues provide the body first line of protective from physical, chemical, and biological wear and tearing, such as airway tract, secretes the mucus that traps and swaps incoming microorganism and particle towards the throat, which you can spit out or swallow it. Of course, the skin, which is a large organ of your body, provide isolate your inner body system from hot and heat, and cold and bad environment outside. Next one, we are going to talk about connective tissues. Connective tissue, they support and connect other tissues, as the name applied. From the connective tissue sheets that surrounds muscle cells to the tendon that attach muscle to bones and to the skeleton that supports the position of the body. Protection is another major function of connective tissues, in the forms of fibers, capsule, and bones that protect delicate organs, and of course the skeletal system. Specialized cells in connective tissues defend the body from microorganisms that enter the body. Transport of fluid, nutrition, waste, and chemical messengers is ensured by specialized fluid connective tissues, such as blood and lymph. Adipose cells store surplus energy in the form of fat and contribute to the thermal isolation of the body. Structurally, all connective tissues contain cells that are embedded in an extracellular matrix stabilized by proteins. The chemical nature and physical layout of extracellular matrix and proteins vary enormously among tissues, reflecting the variety of function that a connective tissue fulfills in the body. Where we can find the connective tissues, the blood and lymph fluids is the example of fluid connective tissue. Bones is the example supportive connective tissues. And the ligaments is the example of dense connective tissues. Adipose, which is fat, is an example of loose connective tissues. Next one, we are going to talk about skeletal, the muscle tissues. The muscle tissues, we have three different kind of muscle tissue all over the body, which is skeletal muscle tissue, cardiac muscle tissue, and smooth muscle tissue. Skeletal muscle tissue, which you can find easily all over your body, they make up like 40% of your body mass. And here are the picture of skeletal muscle tissues all over the body. And structurally is long cylindrical fiber stride with many peripherally located nuclei. Is voluntary movement, and its another function is produce heat, protects organs. And skeletal muscle is attached to bones, and its contraction makes possible movement, facial expression, posture, and other voluntary movement of body, such as walking, running, jumping. Next one is cardiac muscle tissue, which you only can find this kind of tissue from your heart, and it's short, branched, stride, and single central nucleus. The only job of the cardiac muscle is contracts to pump blood all over the body. The third one, which is the last one, is smooth muscle tissue, which is short, spindle-shaped, and no evidence of striation. Single nucleus in each fiber, and it's involuntary movement, which means you can control them by yourself. And moves food, and involuntary control of respiration, moves secretions, regulate flow of body in artery by contraction, and also you can find them in the walls of major organs and passageways. The last one is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue has been characterized excitable, just like muscle tissue, and capable of sending and receiving electrochemical signals that provide the body with information. Two main classes of cells make up nerve tissues, which is a neuron and neuronglia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Neuronglia. Neurons are conducting cells, propagate information via electrochemical impulses, and the call action potentials, which are biochemically linked to the release of chemical signals. Neuronglia play an essential role to supporting neuron and modulating their information propagation. Here is the picture of the nervous system of a human body. As you can see, we have your brain and your spinal cord and all the peripheral nerve system all over your body, which makes up your nervous system. And this is a neuron cell. I draw it, and this is the neuron body, and this is called dendrites, which receive the information from this side of the cell and pass on along with the axon to the next one. So this is how the neuron pass all the impulses and information one by one, and then give the feedback to your central nerve control system, which is your brain and your spinal cord, and then give the feedback and the reaction. This is how the nervous system works for me. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.